if either of you have had like CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, they use a similar kind of model. All right. So you got the thought. Yeah. Thought, repeated thought creates the belief. The beliefs then reinforce the actions or cause the actions, which obviously is going to give you a result, right? And that result will then reinforce the thought. And that is the loop that you're in. So if you're in a negative loop, I have a lot of clients who start off like this. I always forget words. That's the thought. They repeat that thought. I always forget words. I always forget words. I always forget words. That forms a belief of I have a bad memory. If you've got the belief that you've got a bad memory, the natural action for your like body mind to take is to not study. You know, if you've got a bad memory, you're not going to be inclined to study. So that person doesn't study vocab list, or when they do, they kind of look at it and like, oh, I've got a bad memory. So they don't concentrate 100%. They don't give themselves a good chance of remembering. So that leads to the result of they struggle to remember the words, which lo and behold reinforces the thought, I always forget words. You know, you have this. See, I told you that would happen. I knew that. I knew that. It's because you've written your own future. You know, this is the therapy. This is where we try and intervene. Yeah, in this part here, because it's the bit where we can. The beliefs, hard to change a belief, but if you can change the thoughts, start changing the thoughts, then that naturally will change the beliefs, and then the actions will change by themselves. Hard to change a belief, hard to change action. And obviously a result is just a result, right? This is where you've got to get it. Thoughts starts little thoughts. One thought, two thoughts, three thoughts, they build up. So this is what we want to go for. See, she's happy, yeah, positive. Words stick to me like super glue. That's the thought. All right, keep repeating that thought. Words stick to me like super glue. Belief. I have a great memory. Yeah, and you'll start to like find evidence to support it. You know, as you start to build this belief. I have a great memory. Oh yeah, I remember like when my gran used to bake me cookies. I remember that. I have a fantastic. My memory is really good actually. It's such a powerful thing, my memory. This belief in the language learning world leads you to study vocab lists with joy. Yeah. Start to enjoy it more because you're like, yeah, I've got to take a bit of time, put a little bit of effort in, you know, but I've got this. My brain is good. You know, I am good at remembering things. Words stick to me like glue. Lo and behold, you get the result. They do stick to you like glue. And that reinforces the thought. Yeah, this is all it is. See the difference between this? Massive. It's the same system, but just in here with the thoughts. Change that to that. Wow, it's magic. So the logical bit to move on to would be, okay, well, how do we change thoughts then? I've called them the 3 N's. Okay, number 1, notice. There's got to be some space between you and the thoughts for you to realize. A lot of people, yeah, they're so stuck in this, they're not even aware. Do you know? They're not even aware that there is a thought and then the belief and action result. They're not aware of that. They're just like, oh, my life is terrible. And it's that person's fault, that person's fault, that person's fault. Okay. So the first thing is the notice. So this is in a language learning kind of environment. Yeah. Notice negative thoughts without judgment. This is very important. Without judgment. If you have a negative thought, oh, my memory is rubbish. And then you notice the thought, great, you've done the first bit, but then you come in with another thought of, oh, I'm such an idiot. Why am I thinking these things? You know, it's because my mum used to say this. It may be true, you know, but you want to stay present. Notice the negative thoughts without judgment. Don't judge it as good or bad. I know, obviously, we said, okay, sad, happy. But essentially, a thought is just a thought. You know, they're not inherently good or bad, negative, positive. They're just words. It's just you got to choose your ones that you prefer, right? So just go, oh, okay, so there's that thought come up. All right, yeah. Oh, I'm rubbish at remembering words. Oh, okay, that's a thought. Okay. Just see it for what it is, a conditioned thought. Again, I'm not going to dive super deep into this, guys, but you're not actually like, you're not thinking all your thoughts. That'd be extremely tiring to do. It's automatic. Yeah. It's like you're not beating your heart, just happens. Same thing with thoughts. If you really start paying attention to thoughts, you'll realize, oh, okay, that's mad. Can't be the one thinking those. So it's a conditioned thought, right? It's a conditioned thought. Know that. Second N, neutralize. Say in your head, that's an old belief. You don't even need to repeat that. That's an old belief. Just acknowledge it. You know? Ah, okay. Oh, my memory is terrible. Oh, that's an old belief. That's an old belief. And then what you can do is, again, kind of pulling from therapy a little bit. You may have heard of people like tapping and stuff. It's not. You're not kind of doing trauma therapy. You might be, but you don't need to like do anything drastic or anything. Just when you have that thought and it's strong, just move your head very gently side to side like this. Okay, so you're not like going aggressive with it. Just so you have that thought of, oh, I'm rubbish. Oh, my memory's so bad. What have I thought in that word? Just okay. Just not going to carry on with the thought. Just be aware of it and go. Okay, now help create space between you and the thought. You won't get so caught up in it. All right, and it provides a cue to do this basically. Let me move this. This is the next N, new. All right, say an affirmation. And this is going to be your new belief. I'm a great language learner. So if you've gone from I'm a rubbish language learner, let's say, to I'm a great language learner. Here you want to replace the old thought with a new one that is more fitting to the new you. Be aware that at the start, the new thought may not feel true. Of course, it's not going to feel true because your body, mind has been conditioned for maybe years, probably all of your life, right, to believe something different. So it's going to feel a little bit like, but don't worry, this feeling of like that softens, yeah, softens over time. You just got to keep repeating. Add what your mind may have been saying during that, going from I'm a great language learner, right? Maybe your mind's gonna reject that new belief, right? This is what you do, because that is quite a strong thing to say. Going from I'm a rubbish language learner to I'm a great language learner, that's such a huge jump for your mind. Like, it's not believable, right? So if this is the case, worry not. This is a soft way to change your beliefs, okay? Sometimes you'll get a lot of resistance from the mind when trying to change an old belief. The new belief of I'm a great language learner, as I said, may be too far from the truth from what the, may be too far from what the mind believes to be true, okay? Sometimes you'll get a lot of resistance from the mind. All right, okay, I should have deleted that. It's 2 slides. Okay, so here's a therapeutic technique I use with my clients. All right, you might want to write this down, guys. This may be the thing to take away if you're if you can put it in the context of learning languages or just life in general. It's something I've used myself and I use with clients very, very frequently once they're open to it.